time to watch Attack on Titan. Can't wait to listen to my opening. You know how it goes, like da 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 da. Alright, episode 14. Let's go. Alright. New opening. Huh? What's up YouTube, it's the Man Kid right here. This is going to be an Attack on Titan review on episode 14. So I understand I haven't actually been doing any Attack on Titan reviews. This is because I recently encountered a Titan. It's a Titan! Alright, so from this point we now know that Eren is able to transform into a Titan. All he has to do really is just trigger his adrenaline by biting his hand or thumb. So it turns out he was also able to block the wall of Wall Maria and basically, you know, gain the village again. That's basically what's happened. So from this point we now know that Eren has reached this point where he's like unaware of what he's doing, and then thanks to Armin telling them his words, asking him the question, why did you want to go outside? And basically Eren did some epic moment where he was like, 'cause I was born to go outside. It was more like a countdown from between episode 10 to 14 of Eren basically blocking the wall and proving that he can basically use his powers for good. Now it turns out that Eren is more like a hostile type of character. The fact that the village can't trust him, they're afraid that he may transform into a Titan and end up eating them, just like the average looking Titans. But it also turns out that Levi and Edwin, I think they're the leaders of the Free Corps or the Recon Corps, they've also met Eren and they've seen what he can do. Now, a character like Levi is so amazing, yeah? He saw what Eren can do in his massive hench, six-pack looking Titan form. Yeah. Another thing that's really cool about Levi is the fact that he isn't afraid of Eren or what he can become. The fact that Eren is in a cage and triggering his body by biting it or some nonsense like that, Levi clearly states, if you plan to threaten me or betray us, I will kill you. What type of badass character is that? It's like 10/10. Episode 13.5 was mainly just a flashback or a general overview of what's actually happened between the series from episode 1 to 13 of Attack on Titan. And seeing as how episode 13.5 is already finished and episode 14 has come out, we're now given a new opening. What type of opening is this? I was expecting my, you know, Japanese rock, epic. But no, we're given some next nonsense from the point where I no longer want to listen to the opening no more. Before, when I was watching Attack on Titan, I enjoyed the opening, but now I don't like it, and I'm really angry. If you only follow the anime, the opening kind of shows you a few characters that you haven't seen yet, or certain scenes that are in the manga that you weren't actually aware of, where we've seen new Titans and new characters and wow, major snakes, like these snakes, these Orochimarus, the ones that Eren saved. Yeah, these next guys that were staying, oh no, we gotta kill him, gotta dissect him, he could end the world and the whole things. Castle was just not in the mood. She was gonna she was on that time of the month, I'm telling you. Eren was trying to prove to people that he is not like the other Titans. He can control his anger, he isn't a monster. And then Levi, Levi is just and like Levi just went whoosh, and then a bit more like kicks and all that nonsense and started like stepping in him. Mikasa amused people. Was Mikasa amused? The whole point of this whole court justice episode was just to show that Eren is able to control his powers and that he can be used as a reasonable ally. 3 minutes left into the episode 14 and it turns out that he is now friends with basically a new squadron, the Recon Corps, which are badass. Now, obviously these guys aren't actually the same age as Eren, but the guy who likes to sniff people, he's kind of a funny character. But him, Zoe, Levi, Edwin, and I think there's 3 other people who are also part of the Recon Corps. They're not actually the same age as Eren, because it was Eren, Sasha Blanc, Armin, Mikasa, they're all in their teens, around 17 or probably around 18, but the Recon Corps are actually around like 22 or in their late 20s, so you can tell by like the size of their hands compared to Eren, and you know their attitude towards the whole situation of the Titans. In sizes, molars, canines, what else is there? I think that's about it. The teeth that he had lost has already grown back. And there's your cliffhanger. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. This is the Man Kid, out. What type of opening is this?